Hey everyone, I'm Landon with LMR.com. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all things 1993 to 1995 first generation Ford SVT Lightning. The first generation F-150 SVT Lightning struck the performance scene in 1993 with an intimidating presence to go head-to-head with the GMC Cyclone and the Chevrolet 454 SS. For those of you that were unaware, 1993 was the debut year of Ford's SVT division, and that acronym stood for Special Vehicle Team. This division was comprised of engineering and marketing personnel that were responsible for designing, developing, and marketing limited edition high-performance vehicles for enthusiasts based on existing Ford vehicle platforms. SVT's philosophy and focus was on design refinement, improving attributes of current models, and hopefully making them image leaders for Ford Motor Company. SVT paid specific attention to the Lightning's powertrain and chassis to provide both a balance in power and overall handling. In Ford's words, open quote, "For all intents, the F-150 Lightning is a Mustang GT with a cargo bed," close quote. So what do you say? Let's start with the exterior of the truck. The exterior on the first-gen Lightnings didn't venture far from the silhouette of the standard F-150. F-150 XLT badges could be found on the front fenders, while reflective Lightning decals were properly placed on the bedsides. The tailgate badging did differ between the years, as 93 and 94 trucks had a reflective Lightning decal on the passenger side, whereas the 95 trucks sported a small SVT logo. Lightning specifics included 17 by 8-inch wheels, front air dam with fog lights, and an optional tubular rear bumper, which in fact was manufactured by Smittybilt. 1993 trucks had body color door handles, and then Ford switched to black handles for 1994 and 1995. There was also an option for a sliding rear window as well. Throughout the 3-year run of the first-gen Lightning, the exterior truck didn't change all that much. Moving to the inside, like the outside, the interior of the Lightning also appeared very quote-unquote F-150. It was based on the XLT trim and a preferred equipment package which included air conditioning, power locks and windows, electronic AM/FM stereo with a cassette, digital clock and 4 speakers, cruise control, and a tilt wheel. Personally, my favorite characteristic in the interior were the seats. They were covered in a charcoal tweed material and incorporated the Lightning logo in the seat back. Seat configuration was a unique bucket setup which allowed for a floor console out of the same generation Ford Bronco. A rare option was a console with a fold-down jump seat. As far as color arrangements go, in 1993 the only available interior color was charcoal, opal gray in 1994, and dark charcoal in 1995. The engine in the first generation Lightning was SVT's own version of the production 5.8-liter or 351 cubic inch pushrod V8. This engine had a rather mild 8.8:1 compression ratio and featured a 4-inch bore and a 3.5-inch stroke. SVT installed cast iron GT40 cylinder heads with high flow ports, revised combustion chambers, and featured 1.84-inch intake valves and 1.54-inch exhaust valves. Other engine attributes included a tuned intake manifold, tubular stainless steel headers, and a reprogrammed EEC to not only deliver crisp throttle response, but to take advantage of the SVT specific modifications. SVT's 351 small block Windsor cranked out 240 horsepower at 4,200 RPM and 340 foot-pounds of torque at 3,200 RPM. Behind the 5.8-liter engine was an electronically controlled E4OD 4-speed automatic transmission, which was the only option available in the 93 to 95 Lightnings. Like many other areas on the truck, the transmission was recalibrated by SVT engineers to handle the additional power, and they even added an auxiliary cooler to keep the fluid at a manageable temperature. Connecting the transmission to the rear end was a 4-inch aluminum drive shaft. The 8.8-inch rear end consisted of a 4:10 gear ratio and limited slip differential. The suspension and brakes on the Gen 1 trucks were modest considering the rest of the truck. Larger front and rear sway bars were used to reduce body roll, and the entire suspension was lowered approximately 2.5 inches from stock. The braking system used power-assisted front discs and rear drums, with the front rotors measuring in at 11.72 inches and the rear drums at 11.03 inches in diameter and 2.25 inches wide. Other options included electric side mirrors, trailer towing package, a sliding rear window as I stated previously, and a security group with a remote keyless entry and anti-theft system, which was only available for the 1994 and 1995 models. As far as performance is concerned, the Gen 1 Lightning could reach 60 miles an hour, wait for it, in 7.2 seconds and cover the quarter mile in 15.6 seconds at 87.4 miles per hour, which was just a touch faster than its big block rival, the Chevrolet 454 SS, which trapped the quarter mile in 15.8 seconds at 84.7 miles per hour. The first generation Lightning was rather simple in the color department as well. In its debut year of 1993, the Lightning was available in either black or red. In 1994, Ford added white to the lineup and it went unchanged for the last production year of the Gen 1, which was 1995. Ford built just 5,276 trucks in 1993, 4,007 in 1994, and only 2,280 Lightnings in 1995, which totaled 11,563 collectively over the 3-year span. As Ford shifted their focus to the F-150 redesign in 1997, the Lightning was dropped from the lineup after the 1995 model year. No doubt about it, the first-gen Lightning was nothing short of pure American muscle, and it displayed that with its custom looks, agile feel for a truck, V8 power, and real-world performance. Because of the great success of the Gen 1 truck, Ford's idea for another Lightning may be applied in the not-too-distant future, and a lot sooner than we think, considering the fresh design in 1997. To see more videos like this one, along with product reviews and installs, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Like and share this video with your friends, and don't forget to turn on notifications. That way you're notified every time we release new content. Of course, check out our other videos, and for all things SVT Lightning and 1979 to present Mustang, keep it right here with the real enthusiasts, LMR.com.